Hi everyone, it's Owen here from Callaway Golf, and with me I have Coach Lockey.
Hello.
How are we doing?
Yes, very good, thank you.
Good, good. We're at the beautiful Terre Blanche Golf Club in the south of France, and we have some new irons that you're going to test. Well, it's going to be your first hit.
It is.
So these are the new Elite irons. Let's get to it. Okay, so brand new set of irons from Callaway for 2025. Actually got 3 models in the range.
Cool.
So we've got an Elite standard iron.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to get you to hit first. Then we've got a high launch,
yes,
designed for slightly slower swing speeds, going to get the ball up in the air, and then an X, which is a super game improvement iron. But let's get to it. Let's get you the standard version first.
Standard.
First impressions on the looks.
I like the diamondy look on the back.
That's it's got a bit of bling to it, hasn't it?
It has a little bit, but looks very sleek on the back.
Yeah.
I always think that irons have to look good in the bag, so when they're sat there, it's important for me that they look good at the back.
I'm glad they meet your approval first off.
Oh, that's not as chunky as what I was expecting.
No, I mean, these are obviously a game improvement iron, but you know, putting them down, they don't look like that, do they?
That is a thin top line.
Yeah.
So there must be some tech in there to get that ball up, but that is impressively sleek from the top line. Looking down, not much offset, and I love the chrome versus that matte finish on the face.
Okay,
really
well, why
nice.
don't you go and hit one, and then we'll talk about the tech a little bit.
Amazing.
Yeah, we've had quite a bit of feedback already about just how good they look over the ball for a game improvement iron.
Yeah, that, like, I use the Apex Pros, and I would say that's not a lot of difference between that.
No, so we've obviously got a hollow body construction in there, getting that, you know, to offer that help.
Yep.
So let's see how this one flies. Ah, nice. A little bit off the bottom, maybe.
Tiny off the bottom, but
nice.
Again, up in the air, middle of the green.
Sounded great.
Yeah, I mean, even though that was slightly low on the face, it felt just as good as anything. Like, that was nice.
So, interestingly, so we have a new speed frame construction in here. So, something we've used in our irons in the past, basically stiffening around the body, creating a gap in the middle of the iron, which you know, helps stiffen that. So when it stiffens around the body, obviously the face can flex a little bit more. But what we've done with this one, which is new for 2025, we're creating more room for more urethane microspheres. So this is this kind of urethane that you find on the outside of the golf balls. We pump it full of tiny glass bubbles, and it flexes, comes back to its original form.
Yeah.
And that really helps with the sound and feel. So I think you're going to not only see some benefits in terms of speed here, but also sound and feel as well. So it'd be interesting if you hit a couple more, just a bit of feedback on how it feels. It sounded good.
Wallop. Turf. Well, lovely, wasn't it?
Nice.
Nice shot. Again, feels great. For, I think, game improvement irons, is what you're calling them.
Yeah.
I think you want to have that, like, premium look still. I always think in the past they haven't looked as great, and you want that blade and player look, don't you? And I think that's what these have got.
Yeah, you don't have to compromise these days with the tech involved. You can have a great looking iron in a quite small package and still get all those benefits to it.
100%. Looks and feels lovely. Oh, and again, lovely sound, isn't it?
Nice ball flight there.
Yeah.
So one thing we've also done, you're getting through the turf nicely. We've got a new sole on, so a V-sole design on the turf. You can see that if you look at it just up on the irons. If you profile them up, you'll see that there's a little bit of V on the bottom.
Yeah,
and that's really going to help the ball, the club dive into the turf. Spent quite a lot of time looking at that, a little bit more speed from that as well. So really going to help you through that turf interaction.
Nice.
So should we try the HL?
HL next, yeah.
Yeah.
So a bit more higher launch, obviously.
Yeah, so we'd expect, this is obviously designed slightly for slower swing speeds than your own.
Yeah.
But it's designed to get the ball up in the air. So if you're someone that maybe doesn't kind of get it flying high enough, it doesn't spin quite enough, this one's going to help you quite a bit.
Bit more of a longer blade length?
Yeah, so as you progress through these irons from the HL, from the standard to the HL to the X, you're going to see a longer blade length, so heel to toe, getting slightly longer, and you're going to see a slightly thicker top line, giving you a little bit more confidence.
It's not massive though, again, is it?
No, if you look to comparison irons from years ago, you go, wow, I've got a massive amount of offset.
But I think with better
with
players as well, sorry to interrupt slightly, I think with better players, when game improvement irons start to look like this, like, again, golf just takes stuff away all the time, and if you're getting launch and everything back through technology with something that looks as good as that, I reckon some lower handicappers are going to
might be tempted by that one. Are you talking about yourself?
Well, let's see.
Let's give it a rip.
It's just literally just that slightly longer blade length, but it's nothing offensive. It's really nice. I didn't even hit that one that well, and look how high that's gone.
It's flown considerably higher than the others, hasn't it?
Are the lofts slightly stronger?
Loft's a bit touch stronger, yeah, absolutely, as you progress through. Yeah. We need that a little bit as the you know, as you get the bigger heads, the weight further down.
Nice. Again, you can't really tell that the lofts are different. It's really nice looking.
There you go. So much higher.
Yeah, bit of draw on that one. But again, the sound and feel is impressive.
Great flight. What I've noticed looking at your numbers as well, just the consistency.
Yeah.
You've obviously mishit a couple there, and one thing that's going to help you, and you see this running all the way through the Elite line, is the face as well. So every one of these irons, whether it's different loft or a different model, has got a different design AI face in it. So we've looked at this previously. We've looked at, I mean, a lot of you will be familiar with AI faces and how they work, and the fact that we've gone through thousands of iterations trying to improve them for certain types of golfers. So we've looked at the type of golfer that will play this iron, looked at where they hit it on the face, looked to try and improve how robust they are in terms of spin and speed. And all that means when we say robustness is consistency.
Yeah.
So how consistent is it compared to the middle of the face, to the heel, to the toe? Try and tighten that up.
And it's different for each iron.
It's different for each iron.
Because each iron's going to be delivered differently.
Yeah, exactly. It's a different set of rules to put into a supercomputer.
Wow.
Every time you give it a different set of rules, i.e. the size of the head, it comes out with a different solution. So it's really, you know, just turbocharging what we can do with AI. We've been working in it a long time. It's making a big difference, and it's really those off-center hits where you're going to see the biggest difference with that.
Let me try the game improvement one. I might need that one.
No. So you can see here straight away, if we look at the standard iron compared to the, just see how much wider that sole is.
Yeah.
So much bigger, so much more help through the turf there as well.
Looks like a bit more offset from the off as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's definitely a bit chunkier, a bit more offset. But again, I can see a tiny bit behind the top line, but again, nothing offensive, and a similar blade length to that HL by the looks of it.
Yeah, it looks lovely.
Yeah, really nice. Let's have a go.
So this should be the easiest one to hit. Should be. We'll find out. Oh, it's come off hot, that.
Yeah. Tiny bit heavy, if anything, but again, it's flown lovely and got the distance, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's the key with these irons. Obviously, you've got water to carry there in front of the green. We're trying to make this as easy as possible to get the ball in the air and to fly. And I talked about that face there about you mishit it slightly, you're going to get that speed and spin consistency to help you fly it the same sort of distance every time. So those mishits aren't going to suddenly, you know, just drop out the air like they have done in previous years.
That's what you want from an iron, that consistent distance every time, isn't it? It's reliable, you know how far it's going to go.
Nice.
Tiny bit thin, but look at the height on that. That's getting up in the air so easy, isn't it?
Yeah. So you can see those three irons doing different things for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, completely.
And all look brilliant.
They look fantastic. Yeah, they do look good. They look good in the bag, like you say, and they do look good over the ball.
Sitting in the bag like that. Beautiful.
Could be tempted.
Yeah, 100%.
Good stuff. Well, thanks, Coach. Great to see you hit those. What I would say, there's obviously 3 different models in the range there, all designed for different types of golfers. Lots of shaft options as well. Super important you go and get fitted.
100%.
Yeah, you got to do that. Let the PJ Pro, your Callaway retailer, guide you, get you fitted in, really dial you in. I think you're going to enjoy hitting these. You're going to enjoy the way they look as well. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all next time.